Hi all, it's Emily Rand with ESPN Esports. I'm joined by Seattle Surge's Octane after your last match. You guys made it easy for us because it was a pretty quick 3-0.
Yeah.
So just generally, I know it's hard to identify how good the Guerrillas are because they have three pretty much brand new players this stage coming on. But how do you feel about your team and how you adapted from your first match to going up against the Guerrillas?
Well, when we played Minnesota, we felt like we didn't deserve to lose 3-1, but it kind of sucked because we played very, very early in the day. Then we had about like a 7.5-hour wait until that series at the end of the night. So we were just stewing in the warm-up lounge. We were going over a lot of our mistakes, and we were scrimming, probably 4 or 5 teams back there, just going over the maps that we knew we were going to end up playing.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of just forgot all of our mistakes from the Minnesota series and played with the most absurd, utmost confidence, and went up on stage and 3-0'd them in about 10 minutes.
It was several hours ago, so that's understandable.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
How do you guys stay loose with that long of a break? Because typically, in previous tournaments,
it's like
it's like back to back pretty much.
Well, it's just with the new format this year, there's a lot less matches in previous years. So when it's spread out like that, it's usually not something that's very typical. Like when you play, it's not as spread as today was normally. But we just hung out, mixed with scrims, shooting bots, eating, just watching matches. So trying to space it out as best we possibly could. But the wait definitely took a toll. It was not ideal.
How early were you up this morning?
I think I woke up at 7 this morning.
Nice.
Because we had to be here at 8:30 for scrims.
Yeah, I was going to say you were one of the
played
first
at 11:30,
teams.
finished at 12:30, and then we just started our match like an hour ago.
Well,
not ideal.
Hopefully you can get some sleep tonight, even with the time change.
That would definitely be.
Get ready for tomorrow.
That would be nice.
Another thing I wanted to talk to you about, your team, I feel like you've flown under the radar in a slightly good way because Optic has borne the brunt of this lineup has a ton of talent and they're not doing well until today.
They got 20 points now.
Yeah, exactly. But you guys, I think, are a team that is a lot better than your record. So how have you guys been dealing with the losses and trying to improve?
We are better than our record reflects. We have a couple of Game 5 losses that are pretty unfortunate. But with the addition of Casey, our S&D improved massively.
Mm-hmm.
We're 2-0 so far on it. And I think that the vibe of the team is it's starting to creep up to where it should be. And I think that, once we got that first win under our belt, it's kind of a similar situation to Optic where they 3-0'd Minnesota. Yeah. And a day ago, everyone would have told you that was a 15-minute series and Minnesota would have destroyed them. So I think once we got that first win, the momentum can start going. I do believe we play Minnesota tomorrow, I think, first match. So get the rematch, see what happens.
And then what has communication been like on the team post roster swap?
It's been really good. Casey's a super vocal person within the game. He likes not micromanage, but he likes to know what everyone is doing on the map at all times. So it helps a lot. If someone messes up, he's going to let you know, which is a quality that Ian obviously possesses. He's a great Call of Duty player. I've won championships with him. But it comes in S&D as well, and that was something that we were lacking for sure. Casey's a great mid-round shot caller, which is something that we were severely lacking before. So the noticeable difference is definitely in S&D, but I think our respawn is starting to get where it should be.
Okay. And then what's it been like, just because I haven't been able to talk to you previously, but what's it been like coming from 100T now to Seattle? Like, what are some of the differences between non-franchising and franchising?
Well, the culture is definitely different with 100 Thieves in Seattle, and I think that the franchise system is super cool because it gives every player in the league something else to play for other than themselves. They get to represent a whole city. And I think that's something that a lot of these players don't understand the gravity of quite yet. Mm-hmm. I kind of felt it last year with 100 Thieves because I wanted to win for Nate and everyone in the organization and all the fans and stuff like that. But I think coming into the city franchising, it just gives me something else to play for, which is great.
All right. Well, all the best tomorrow. Get
Thank
some
you.
sleep, like I said.
Definitely need that.
Good luck with the time change.
Thank you.
And for more Call of Duty League coverage, keep it here on ESPN Esports.